long is the next suspension going to be? Because he's going to get popped. He's going to get popped.
Are you guessing 1 or 2 games?
Maybe 3.
Wow.
Maybe 4.
Jeez.
I have no idea.
So then that comes up to the total where he's going to miss half the games that he's been available for or not available. Like, it's just, I don't.
He's basically in 11 of the 23 games. Draymond Green has either missed him due to injury, the ankle injury, the first 2 games of the season. He missed a game at Denver due to personal reasons. That's 3. He got ejected in the Cleveland game this Saturday night. He got ejected that Tuesday night against Minnesota. That's 5 games right there that's been impacted. He had the 5-game suspension, and then he got ejected yesterday. So that's 11 games where Draymond Green has basically hurt the team. He's hurt them.
And they need him. That's the annoying part, Bonte. When he is on the court and not doing the crap that we saw last night, he's been a pretty good player. Like, and he's still their best defender. And that's another conversation because Andrew Wiggins has just been lost out there. I don't know what he's doing on defense, on offense, anything. He's just going through the motions right now, worse than any time in his career. And then Klay Thompson, I mean, you've said it. It's unfortunate when guys, who have gone through major injuries, who get to this stage of their career, their level of play starts to dwindle, and we're seeing it there. So I am much more flabbergasted and disappointed, whatever words you want to use, with the play of an Andrew Wiggins,
right,
with what Draymond Green's doing. And then you juxtapose that with what the rookies are doing, and that's even more maddening. I'm seeing rookies in Brandon Pajemski, third, 4-year players, whatever. What is it? 3rd-year players now with Moody and Kuminga?
Kuminga and Moody,
30-year players acting more like veterans and being more leaders than you guys are. It's frustrating.
Well, what Draymond Green did yesterday was it overshadowed some woeful performances by Andrew Wiggins and Klay Thompson. And I'm looking at Andrew Wiggins, who scored 8 points in that first quarter against OKC Friday night. He scored 4 the rest of the way. All right? 4 the rest of the way. Last night he comes into Phoenix after 3 days off. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And he went 1 of 7 and scored 3 points. Played 14 minutes and 40 seconds. Got benched to start the second half. Now, Klay's one issue. There's no doubt. We're not going to exclude Klay. We're getting Klay Thompson. And you know what? He took it on the chin yesterday. He said, look, I played like crap. I didn't deserve to finish that game. All right, cool. He understands it. So I don't think there's going to be a problem moving forward, in which Klay, if he's not playing well, he's not going to finish. It is what it is. He's not going to play. But Andrew Wiggins, Klay has his $43 million left on the books. This is the last year of the deal, expiring contract. But Andrew Wiggins, along with Draymond Green, has started the first year of his 4-year contract. And this doesn't look like it's going to age well with the way he's come out this season. He's averaging less than 13 points a game, Spadoni. No impact on the boards. No impact defensively. He can't shoot from 3. We have a serious Andrew Wiggins problem.
And this isn't, Minnesota Andrew Wiggins problems. If we had even a Minnesota type of Andrew Wiggins, I think we'd be, all right, you know what? He's at least giving you something. Right now, he's giving me nothing. Just empty calories. Splenda right here. I don't need that in my life. I need you to be the second best player on this team if we are going to be a championship contender again, like you were in the championship run a couple seasons ago. And he's a shell of himself, and it's so baffling because he was playing well at the start of last season. You've alluded to this. He was playing well, and he was playing well even after the 2-month gap. He came into the playoffs, and it was like he didn't skip a beat.
Yeah,
I was shocked actually about how well he played in the playoffs against the Kings, and obviously got hurt against the Lakers. But it's just...
But you know what stunk about that, though? He came back, and it was good that he played well. But he came back.
Yeah.
And it destroyed Kuminga.
It did.
Because all of a sudden, Kuminga stopped playing after playing well during that absence of Andrew Wiggins. Kuminga was starting to ascend.
There was some chemistry there that was built during his absence that I don't know if they can get it back. I don't know if they can.
And now Kuminga's starting the second half. He's finishing games. And look, there's going to be bumps and bruises. We talk about the patience with the youngsters all the time, but you look up, and it's a guy who puts pressure on the rim. He got to the free throw line 7 times yesterday, although he only made 3 of them. He's got to be better on his free throws. He got to the line 7 times. He's drawing fouls. He's rebounding better. He's attacking the rim better. He's not settling for the 3. Jonathan Kuminga played 28 minutes and 30 seconds, and maybe it wasn't even enough. But he has to play at least 25 minutes a night on this basketball team. This team's not good enough to not play Jonathan Kuminga.
It's pretty wild.
It's not good enough to play Moody, Spadoni.
No, yeah, I need Moody. I need Kaminga. Give me some more Pajemski. I mean, this guy's just giving me everything he's got as a rookie out here, and having to rely on that. And I know rookies have come in, they've helped, but to rely on 30 minutes of Brandon Pajemski night in and night out on the road too, no less. Like, you're asking so much of these young guys, and they're providing, which has been awesome to see. But you can't give me nothing in your starters. Like, the tail of the game yesterday was the starters for the Suns just completely outplaying the Warriors stars. Not even close. And these aren't like household names, by the way. So who the hell is Metu? Never heard of this guy. You got Goodwin off the bench.
Metu, Sacramento legend.
Come on.
Sacramento legend.
Like, what are we doing here?
That's the second game of Kobe.
Bradley Beal comes back making his season debut. No Kevin Durant. He didn't even play all that well.
No, he didn't.
Devin Booker was Devin Booker. He played very well. Then
Jordan Goodwin coming off the bench and giving them a boost.
Huge.
Jordan Goodwin was huge. Along with Kogi for a stretch before he left the game.
I like Kogi. He does well on Steph.
Yeah, and Metu coming over from Sacramento. But you look at the starters for the Warriors. Steph Curry, 24 points. The other 4 starters combined for 12 points. The other 4 starters combined for 12 points, 7 turnovers. Looney didn't even take a shot yesterday. So I don't know what's going on with Looney. But you know what? I'm shaking it all up. If I'm Steve Kerr, I have to seriously consider starting Kuminga and starting Moody or Pajemski. Because Clay right now is not doing it, and Wiggins is not doing it. Now, Clay had a solid night against OKC. I'll give him that, but you see him yesterday. Defensively, it's atrocious. He just can't move. No. He doesn't have the legs. The shot's flat. He's wide open, bricking. He's still forcing. So I'm cool with just shaking everything up. Why not? You're 10-13 through 23. You don't know whether or not Draymond Green's going to stay in the game. You don't know where Andrew Wiggins is at. You don't know where Klay Thompson is at right now. Just bench them all. Blow it. I mean, like, shake it up.
Well, it's a good point. But you just heard from Stephen Curry this past weekend. Still too early, he thinks. Klay Thompson, hey, what are we, only like 20-plus games? It's still too early. Is it still too early for these guys? Or when does it start getting to the point where the urgency is there?
Yeah.
Because I'm not hearing it from my star players, Bonte.
No, I hear from Steph.
Okay.
I hear from Steph. You just don't like the tone in which he's speaking it, but I hear from these guys. You want them to yell and bang a table?
I don't want that.
That's not going to work.
I don't like hearing saying like, we'll figure it out kind of thing. I don't need that.
I don't think you heard it last night either. He just said, I was listening to Steph on the way in. It's just, we need to lock in. We need to, but you know what? It's just not there. It seems just not good enough. It's just not good enough. All right. So what are we looking forward to now? Are we looking forward to making a trade? Do you want to make the youth movement right now? Do you want to transition to the youth? What is the goal of the season now? Because it's not a championship team. By no means whatsoever. This ain't a championship team. You're not even in the play-in box right now.
I mean, I'm looking at their upcoming schedule. Clippers, Nets, and we know about the Clippers. That's not going to be. The Clippers have been playing a lot better, by the way. The Nets, okay. Lonnie Walker. And then you got Trailblazers for 2 of the next 4 after that. And then you got the Wizards, and then you got the Celtics. Then on Christmas Day, by the way, you're playing Nikola Jokic.
There's no gimmies.
There's no gimmies on this. Like, I was looking at the Blazers like, you barely beat Shaden Sharp and these guys. I'm not giving you these games.